A person passed away with debt in their name. How do you let bill collectors know? Are you supposed to let bill collectors know? Who's supposed to let bill collectors know? What's going on? I'm Courtney Rollins, the host of the Life and Transitions Experts podcast, where we're here and we help folks with the property and the stuff when they're dealing with transitions in their life. Um, Today, my focus as a Durham County probate expert is to look at Durham County and look at the steps for notifying creditors. Um, and I did call myself an expert. That does not mean that I assume that I know everything about the probate process in Durham County, North Carolina, but it does mean I'm dedicated to learning, steady growing, and transferring those experiences to you. As someone who's not an attorney and I don't practice law, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not offering any legal advice, but again, I am sharing my experiences and hopefully that'll help reduce some of the pain and the stress, frustrations, and help you find viable solutions to these transitions and challenges that you may be facing in those. So let's take a closer look. I'm going to share my screen and look at notice to creditors for probate in North Carolina. So if you are looking at this on YouTube, thank you so much. I would love for you to subscribe and share with others. If you're looking at this on Apple or any of those places where you're looking at you're listening to your podcast, would love also a review. 5-star review would be awesome. Any feedback or help that you can give me would be great because I get to transfer it to other folks and help them out in this situation. So if you have questions also about probate or property or even senior care, please let me know. It's all, I may sound like they're not connected, but they're completely connected when we talk about transitions and helping people through those. So it definitely is in the same thread. So notice to creditors. Probate, again, is the legal process of settling the affairs of the deceased party. When someone passes away with debt in their name or with assets, there has to be a way to distribute the assets and to address the debt. And that's usually probate, unless there's other illegal instruments, not illegal, but legal instruments set up to avoid probate. You have to go through probate. And there are different types and forms of probate based on the amount that the debt is valued, the gross amount, not the amount minus how much debt is owed, but the gross amount of the probate will indicate what type of procedure you'll have to go through overall. All right, so notice the creditors. It's a pretty simple process. You're going to contact a verified newspaper. So I would definitely, this step, let me step back, takes place after you've already set up your appointment to open up probate. And just note that if you're in Durham County, you calling in is going to take about maybe 6 weeks to 2 months before you even get in front of the deputy clerk and have the letters of testamentary or letters of administration, depending on if there's a will or if there's not a will. So please know that you'll have to set that up first. They'll have open up probate. They'll give you about, I think, 90 days afterwards to turn in your inventory. And then between that time, you can go ahead, use your death certificate, use your letters and share with a verified newspaper so that they can post the notice to creditors. The best method is email. You can share your death certificate and all the state number, file information, and it'll all be there. And people will start contacting you. 2 publications that we use in Durham County is the Herald Sun, and you can contact them at legals@heraldsun.com, legals@heraldsun.com, or 919-828-4500 extension 2, 919-828-4500 extension 2, or the Carolinian, and you can reach them at ads, that's ADS at caro, CARO.news, ADS at CAR.news, ads at caro.news. Or you can call 919-834-5558 and ask for Cynthia or Audria. And I have their street address as well, 1504 New Bern Avenue, Raleigh, North Carolina, 27610. But you shouldn't have to hard mail them anything, and they should respond. It's about $275 at the date of this that I'm recording this. So please note that you're all going to have to pay $275, $280 or the estate will have to pay that. The estate. The notice credit must be published once a week for 4 weeks, consecutive weeks. So you'll publish it for 4 consecutive weeks, and then after that, there'll be 90 days that all creditors will have to contact you to say, hey, I have a claim against this estate. Now, please note, don't pay any bills or anything to the estate for the estate, besides, administrative stuff, filing that you have to pay. But when it comes to creditors, wait, and then sit down. And I highly encourage you to contact each one of them and negotiate it down to zero or a reduced price, or they might just say, no, this has to be honored. And you at least had the opportunity to reduce the amount of debts going out and have more inheritance to distribute. Another suggestion is that, not suggestion, but very important, is that there is a priority of claims. So the estate may not have that much funds in there, and so you making sure that all creditors have the chance to make a claim. You'll be able to look, and you can check mode. You can even go Google my website and go to priority claims, or Google priority claims, and figure out, or contact me and I'll let you know what are the orders of priority of debt that has to be paid. Because if there's not enough, there has to be prorated and go through the right order, and you want to make sure you do that. You will receive back from a notarized affidavit or a copy of that signed by the newspaper, and you'll submit that. You'll turn that into the clerk's office, AOC E307, is signed by you. And again, it will remain open for 90 days, and then you respond by the priority listing, as I stated. All right. So if you do have questions, definitely reach out to Estate Pro Service, and would love to work with you and help you any way we can. Let's see, remove. That's what I was trying to do. All right. So I don't see any questions out here. I see a love. Thanks for the love. Oh, that's Miss Mama. What's up, Miss Mama? My mom, Cleo Rollins, one of my biggest fans my entire life, always checking me out. So I appreciate that. And other than that, I'm just going to say, life in transitions, let your light shine.